Hi, and welcome to Elevate and Conversate with Sasha Fierce, where the goal is to ultimately trust and follow the beat of your own drum through elevating and conversating, inspiring and motivating. So, if you're first time tuning in with me, hi and welcome. But don't forget to go and subscribe, like and share for me, please. Share, share, share. If you've been here before, then welcome back. But also, if you haven't subscribed, please go and subscribe for me. And like and share, share, share also. Because we're out on all major podcasting platforms. So there's Spotify, Deezer, Apple Podcast as well. For those who like it audio. And for those who like it visual, I'm up on YouTube. So here we are on the YouTube channel. So please go and subscribe, like and share whichever platform that you prefer. Please do. Or subscribe on all of them, to be honest. Why not? You can have your choice then if you want to see me or if you want to just hear me. Please go and share, subscribe and like for me. So today I thought, let us have a conversation and let us conversate about motherhood and being a mum. And just mothering. After all, it's in my DNA, 100%, definitely in my DNA. I've been a mum now for 30 years? So I definitely think it's a little bit in my DNA. What do you think? Just a little bit in my DNA? So yeah. I also think that motherhood is a beautiful, sweet, beautiful thing. Because every day is a new day. Every day is a new challenge. It's fresh. And this life path journey that they call motherhood, I just believe it's rewarding and revealing in so many ways. And I say this because it reveals so much to you about you. You learn so much from them and from yourself when you become a mother. What you can tolerate, I suppose, things like that. And also it's rewarding because think about it. It's your hands, it's your touch, it's your affection, it's your love, it's your nurturing, it's your attention, it's your homemaking, it's those kisses that you give on the forehead or on the knee when they fall over. It's all those things that contribute to them excelling and flourishing as they continue to grow. So yeah, motherhood is a beautiful, sweet, beautiful thing that's rewarding and revealing in so many ways. So like I said to you, I've been a mum for 30 years. My journey into motherhood started at a very young age. I was 16 when I became a mother. Yeah, you heard right. I said 16. So yeah, I was 16 when I became a mother. And then by the time I was 23, I had 3 children, aged between 6 and newborn. So I had 2 boys and a girl, basically. Blessed and highly favoured. I know. So yeah, they're really cool. Yes. So people ask me, was it hard though? And if I'm honest, yes and no. I can only say that to you. It's yes and no. Because no, it wasn't hard, if I be honest. Because I got on with it and I had support. I'd say to you as well, motherhood was something that at a very young age, I took it on board and it came naturally to me. I see that, I feel that, I know it. Maybe that's why I had so many children, basically. But yeah, it came to me naturally, and I loved it. So no, it wasn't hard for me to get myself in a routine, wake up at night, feed him, the teething, potty training. No, none of that to me was hard. The hardest thing to me though, being a parent, and most of my mothering life, I would say, has been as a single parent. So this is what's been hard for me, was actually, you say, is taking accountability for every single one of those small people. I had to take accountability, take responsibility. I had to think of all their needs as well as my own at all times. That would include making sure that they knew that they were loved 110% every moment of that day. And that is hard. That's what is hard. And that was the hardest thing for me. Being a single parent and been trying to show my children that no matter what, that you're all equally loved, the same. So yeah, no matter if I bought that one of sweets or if I didn't buy that one of sweets, you can't anyway. I have to buy them all. I have to buy everybody. You can't go home with one pack of sweets. No, it couldn't, no matter what age they are. But yeah, it was taking accountability, thinking of them at all times, and making sure that they knew that they were loved at all times. And also me continually playing good cop and bad cop. Those and that is what I say was hard about motherhood. Yeah, I didn't like playing good cop and bad cop. I never had anybody to send them to. It was always so yeah, it was good cop, bad cop. Me not being able to show them that or making them feel that. I want to know that they felt that they were loved and equally loved by me at all times. That is something that I found hard, even with my routines, even though I had others and I had support. But yeah, they though were my drive and ambition. They continually drive me, even up to this day. But me knowing and having them made me realise that it's not about me, not just about me anymore, is it? So yeah, I have to provide for them. I have to make sure that they can get everyone, that their opportunities are out there for them. So yes, it made me more determined to go out to work more, to get good paid jobs, and wanting to show them that, yeah, I wanted them to be proud of me, to be fair. There wasn't anybody on this earth, and even up to this day, I think, there isn't anybody on this earth more that I need an approval from other than them. They're the ones who give me my approval, they give me my drive, they give me my push. They gave me so much drive and ambition to want to do better, not only for myself, but for them. I wanted them to see me for me. I wanted them to know what it's like to hardworking. I needed them to understand hardworking, to be fair. Think about it, I had 2 boys and a girl. These boys needed to see that. There wasn't a man in the household to see it, so I had to play both roles. I knew that from that age. I knew because they've got individual needs, like I said. For instance, my boys, they needed football. They needed someone to understand their energy, their vigour, all of that. Then I had my daughter who, she's a girly girl and I wasn't. So yeah, it was about understanding that and playing dollies and playing house and trying to put affirmations into her to make her know how beautiful she is and how loved, regardless of friends and schooling and the world. So yeah, and I had to make my boys tough because yeah, they can't be, having a woman just raise them. There was so many different elements. So I'd say those are the things that made it hard for me and made me have to sit down and actually evaluate certain things and think about it. So those are my hard bits, I'd say. And as I said, no, it wasn't. So it was about switching the hats all the time, always switching hats. Every day, every week, all day, 24/7. Yeah, that was my hardest, I'd say, part of being a single mum and raising 3 young children at such a young age. My 4th baby, he came along when I was a lot more older. So I'm a lot more relaxed, and I used to get told off by the older children for that. Oh, I never used to get done like that. I used to get told off for doing that. And I suppose I am, because you learn so much. So yes, the older children were my guinea pigs, if you would say it like that. But yeah, definitely those were the hard bits. But no, it wasn't as hard because I had support, because they made me determined, because I now had purpose. So yeah, it was great times. But I found the balance, and I'd say that's what you'd need to do. Any young mum out there who's watching, or anybody else that's thinking of having a child, anything like that. My thing is just find the balance. Family time is definitely needed. So there'll be times we would sit down and we would just have movie night. Every Friday in our house was takeaway. Yeah, I know I was a single parent. Yes, people didn't believe this when my kids would tell them, but it was. Every Friday we would make it takeaway night and movie night. So me and my children, we would always pick them after school, after work, come home, what we having, what takeaway. We'd get a movie and we would sit down all together until the next day, or till it's bedtime. That was our family time, definitely. We made time for each other, and I did that from the very beginning. So it was about finding the balance. of yeah, I've been this good cop, bad cop all the time, as I said. Strict bedtimes. That was not just for them. I'd say that was also for me. Yeah, and having a routine. So that was the strict bedtimes. Having a routine, it was needed for me to clean the house, for me to have a bit of sanity, for me to also instill in them some rules and regulations, and for them to understand. Yeah, and they need to sleep, right? They're children. So yeah, a lot of it was giving myself this and sorting myself out. So that's why I say it wasn't as hard as I could say. I worked it out, I balanced. But as I said, I believe that my children gave me a purpose. I found I had a purpose. Yeah, being a mum is something I'll always be, even though now my children and my big people, they're adults, except for my baby who's a teenager. It's something that will always be in me and of me, because now, yeah, I'm not mum and mumming, but I'm definitely now, my roles and my mother duties have now changed and switched position, right? They now need me for different things rather than just changing their nappy and providing food and water and shelter. There's a lot more things that is needed. And like I said, being a mother, for me, it showed me that, and it opened my eyes to a lot more things, to understand, accountability, responsibility, even selfishness. You can't be selfish. Oh, you can't. I don't think you can. You have two biscuits. You better break them up into pieces and give everybody a piece. This is how it goes, right? But yeah, motherhood, it really made me realise a lot, especially when they all started to grow and they grew up, and they became teenagers, went out to move with friends. That was all great. But when they became adults, and really didn't need me as such, that was hard. That was hard for me. I think I spoke about this with one of my girlfriends. It was very hard for me to transition from just being mum, reliable, dependable. I have to cook, clean, do everything for them. That when it came to a point, how do I stop now washing their clothes? How do I stop making their beds? How do I stop, you know, cooking for 5 people every day because they're not here and they don't need me? Yeah, I'd say that was hard for me, because for a long time, like I said, I was a single parent. So for a long time, it was just me and my bambinos. It was just us. So how do I just move on? How do I remember now that there is Sasha in here too? My name is not just Mum, I am Sasha too. So how do I realise that? How do I do that? People have always said, yes, it gets so much more easier as they get older. Does it? Does it? You tell me. Leave a comment, let me know. Because I don't think so. I don't think it gets any easier. I just say, like I said, the mother roles and duties, they change. They require different abilities from you. They need a different mothering. Yeah, they definitely need a different mothering from you. So, yeah, because you'll always feel guilty, no matter what age they are. You'll always have that guilty feeling. You'll go to your bed at night, penetrating and thinking about that one situation. So, yeah, so I don't know if it gets any easier. They'll always need us. Definitely always need us, our children, and we'll always need them, right? And yeah, it's just the things change, yeah. So the roles change, things change. So yeah, I don't think it's any easier, but you tell me, okay? You let me know. But yeah, looking back now, I look and I wouldn't have had it any other way. They have been my inspiration from day one, and definitely been that. I didn't think ever about this day. I didn't think to myself that one day I'm going to have a whole adult that's going to depend on me, that's going to rely on me, who's going to need me. Nah, I didn't think like that. I actually I'm not gonna say I didn't think I'm gonna have a baby, I'm gonna have a child, I'm gonna raise him, but I don't think I got to that place where this is an adult, because I don't. I yeah, I don't think I got there, and it's just food for thought. I'm not saying it would have changed my mind. It would have made me hinder me from having him or her and the rest of my babies. No, all I'm saying is I didn't think about that at all, and now we are here. That's all I think about. I look back at my memories and I think, how small they were, how much time we spent together, all our memories, all of that. I think of all of those things, but it's more now, look at this adult. This is a big man. This is a big woman. Oh, they're mine. How did we get here? But yeah. Because, yeah, me being a young mum at 16, I remember the stigma. I remember the looks. I remember, the feeling I felt. And, yeah, it didn't get any easier at all. Even if people tell you, you're doing a great job or you look really great. It didn't get any easier. So I've had to make a number of choices and decisions on my own that, you're always second guessing yourself as a parent, right? And as a mother, you'll always feel guilty about something or other. They'll always need you. You'll never know if you're doing the right thing. And if there's no one there in that household to kind of ping off of, then yeah, it's all on you. Yeah, and they're all looking up to you. So being the only adult in the house and being the decision maker, I'd say that's what was hard, making those decisions. I give a shout out to you young mums, especially any under 25-year-olds that are out there that are mothering now or mothers to be. Just keep on shining, girl. Do you. You're going to be greater than you can even imagine. I promise you that. Those people will always talk. There's always going to be somebody to say something. But know that you are destined for bigger things and you'll never finish where you started. Just follow that beat of your own drum. I myself, I want to continue to break stigmas. I want to break stigmas for my children, with my children and for my children, but not only for them, but also for myself, because I am Sasha as well as mum. So I want to relate with you all, talk and conversate and address your questions or thoughts. So get involved. Follow, share, like and subscribe. As Elevate and Conversate is also on all social media platforms. Check out my pages on Facebook and Instagram. I've also just started a Twitter account. I'm not very good on there at the moment, but I'm on there, right? Elevate and Conversate is also on all podcasting major platforms such as Apple and Spotify, Deezer and Google. And of course, for all you visual heads, I'm here on YouTube. So can subscribe, please, and comment. And don't forget to like, share, and share again.